Hey folks, welcome back to the channel, and today we have our fighter aerial rebuild from Gaogao, and looks fantastic. There you go. Love the colors on this one. It's really nice. And let's talk about the articulation. The articulation on this thing is, again, hit or miss. That arm is pretty stiff and it's really hard to move, and it sometimes falls off. But overall, it has a really fantastic articulation. You can have a very wide angle with the legs. You can do the splits. You can rotate that. It has a very wide angle when you try to move it to the back side of that and try to fold the legs. It also has some toe swivels, some ankle tilts, very nice articulation. You can rotate the whole body 360. The head is a little tight though. When you try to move it around, it feels a little stiff. And of course, you can't forget about how that wrist movement feels. It's sometimes a little loose too, so it's not really the most perfect when it comes to articulation, but it is fun. Let's talk about the backpack. The backpack is pretty cool too. Really nice gimmick right here. You have a lot of articulation moving around. You have some really cool movement when it comes to the backpack. Plus, you can store the gun like what we had with the Lifrit down the back. You can just have that little slot right there, slot that gun in there, and then you got two pegs, and then you can put that and squeeze that into the back of the aerial rebuild, and it looks really, really nice. Now, another thing that came along with this, of course, the shield. The shield, like the original aerial, has shield bits that you could remove, the bit staves, and this is just really the hassle part. I'm not really a big fan of the stickers on this thing. The stickers really suck. It's crappy. I don't like it. I didn't really use all of it. I just used it parts of the shield, but overall it's just really something that I won't really recommend. Now, after you have clumsily, like what I have did, removed all the bit staves, you can then connect the parts into the aerial rebuild. It's very familiar with how you do it with the normal aerial. You could just put those little bits right there on the shoulders. You have some on the thighs. You could just put that little piece right there down the back, kind of like a ducktail. And then you can, this is something very reminiscent to the design of the Lifrit. You can actually put the bit staves into the backpack. So it's just really like the combination of the Lifrit and aerial. And there you go. You could put those little side sections right there. And honestly, it's sometimes annoying that it falls off. So that's one of the drawbacks of this thing. The bits falls off. Again, it's hit or miss. What do you expect? It's a KO. It's a bootleg. Don't expect too much. You get what you pay for. So that's pretty much it. Plus, there's a lot of kibble. I just threw that little shield bracket right there. Don't know where to place that, but there you go. It looks fantastic. And due to the back heaviness of this thing, sometimes it's really hard to pose. The stress goes to the knee sections, and it just really kind of wobbles, and sometimes it falls apart like that. See that? It is, again, a hit or miss articulation. And this is really annoying because that little part right there has been falling off. So it's, yeah, not really that amazing. It's hit or miss. It looks fantastic. The color-wise, articulation-wise, it's looking really great. And let's talk about the gun, the rifle that came along with this. The rifle has some pretty cool gimmicks. You can extend it, which is also another kibble piece right there. You can remove these sections right here, and then you can add these two other midsections so that it can form a holder, so that you can have that reminiscent action pose from the anime where Ariel or Soletta actually holds the gun and blasts away with a more powerful rifle cannon, whatever you want to call it. And this is, again, the drawback of that. It's added fun factor. It's an added gimmick. But sometimes it's very cumbersome to just really assemble all the parts to just make that rifle or that cannon look bigger. It takes a long time for you to do that, so it's annoying sometimes. And of course, it's not really perfect. It falls off. It comes with a very beautiful stand, though. That's one thing that came with my kit. My kit came with a really nice blue clear stand with a really nice sticker. And overall, I'm really happy with this. With this kit, it was a fun build. I enjoyed it. It's not perfect. There are some hits and misses right there, but overall, you also have a sword that you can put. You can play around with that. It's just really a fun thing to do. So let's talk about the things that I like. Posability factor, lots of accessories, great color separation, and it is a fun kit to build. Would I recommend it? I would. but it's not that perfect. There are some things that comes along with this kit that you might have to scratch your head and think about, do I have to get it? So let's talk about the things that suck. Fitting issues, it requires a back stand, and of course the stickers, and of course it's very cumbersome to use the gimmicks. And with that, we give the final rating of 8 out of 10 to Aerial Rebuild. And that's pretty much all the time that we have right now. If you haven't subscribed, click that subscribe button. Don't forget to hit that bell notification. Click on the like. Thank you for all your awesomeness. And remember, folks, till all are one. Peace out. Rock and roll.